a few seconds early. Yeah, now it's 8 o'clock. Good morning. Top of the morning to you. Good morning, Roddy. Ronnie loves his hat. Roddy would hurt somebody to get this hat. And I only wear it now and then because, good morning, Lisa. All right, me and you together, sweetie. We here. May not be nobody else. Good morning, Roddy. Check it out, Roddy. Check out the hat. Dapper. Dapper, Roddy. It's dapper. Good morning. Yes, just us, Lisa. Sarah, good morning. Good morning, folks. I know if you didn't finish my video because it was late this morning, you can go back and watch it later. Roddy calls, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? I can't do both. I said, Roddy, watch the live, buddy, and go back later and watch the video. It'd be okay. You know, it'd be okay. Good video. Has some just tech issues. I'm not going to say it's their fault. I'm just saying. Anyway, I got it out. I've been kind of in a rush this morning trying to, oh my goodness, it didn't do this, didn't do that. And I'm trying to put it all back together and get it out, you know. People saying, PawPaw, you okay? You okay? And I am okay, but you know, listen, I was a bachelor last night. You know, those kind of things happen. You know, things just kind of go wild on you. You know, you just kind of get crazy. I let my hair all down. You know, I was in charge. Me and Buster, we do what we want to do. So good morning. But we're back. We're back this morning. Things are going to be okay. We'll get going here in a minute. I hadn't had a whole cup of coffee yet, guys. Listen, I hadn't had the whole cup yet. And had a good day yesterday. Got a lot done. A lot for me. Yeah, me too. Want to see the house behind me. But look, you can see Ben. Where is it at? Oh, it's on this side. Ben finished the fence yesterday. I run out of screws. Got to get some more screws. And he'll come back and finish it. But it's up. Looks good. It's a pretty fence. Good morning, Mary. Allison. Got some more storms in Michigan. You guys have had it up there this year. I'll tell you what. Thank you. The fence looks good. Thank you so much. No, Ronnie, you don't need to be talking about anything. See, that's why people can't keep secrets, Ronnie. That's why a secret's not a secret when you tell somebody. I keep secrets. You tell me something, that's it. It ain't gonna go nowhere. I tell Ronnie something, it's just everywhere. Okay, somebody got a birthday. I want you to come back and see your name again. I missed the name. If you got a birthday, let me see it. Or somebody tell me. Good morning, Peggy and Dot and Penny, Allison, and Kate. Is it Kate? Okay. I wonder, is it Kate or Katie? I don't know. Happy birthday, Kate. Well, we're going to do it for you, Kate. So you got to promise me one thing. When I start singing, please, don't start biting yourself. I hate it to see when people start biting themselves when I'm singing. It's just, you know, it's upsetting. Yeah, it's upsetting. Good morning, Jeff. Amy, Reba, Karen. It has been a whirlwind of a morning for me. Okay, she's not gonna bite herself. All right, so just all you gotta do, sorry. Buster, was that you? All you have to do is just, you know, hang on to your chair and we're gonna do it here in just a minute, okay? Peanut William, Peanut William. Somebody called him Goober William the other day, Goober Bill. I call him Wild Bill. Somebody wants to call, put a goober on him. Oh, I didn't say all right. Yeah, take that back. Take it back. They want to put it on his name. That's what I meant. That's what I'm trying to say. Uh, G's gone. They left yesterday in my video. You can see my video whenever you get time to watch it, because it ain't been out yet. It's out now. It's out now. My video for today is out there now. Just got a slow start, but it's out there. And I do appreciate all the messages I got this morning and won't know I'm okay. Are you okay, Papa? Are you okay? I'm gonna check with Jake. Are you okay? Jake don't know what I'm up. Jake, you see Jake, he's flying in or flying out. Anyway, I'm batching it. Yes, I am. I'm batching it another day, another night, another night. You know, I was just gonna say, you know, all of a sudden you're out here by yourself, you know, and you don't know how to control yourself. How do I control myself? There's nobody looking over my shoulder about, don't do that. You can't do that. The kids are looking, or whatever. But yeah, we had a good time. She's having a good time. Talked to them last night, or right before dark, and they're all fine. Okay, Kate, we're gonna get you taken care of right here. If anybody else shows up with a birthday, we'll do it again. We'll just do it again. get my voice all ready here. Here we go, Kate. Hang on, baby. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kate, or Katie. Happy birthday to you. That was free. It didn't cost nothing. I'm cheap. I'm just a cheap person. I'm cheap. Don't say it, Roddy. Yeah, a lot of people wanting to get up because my videos are 99.9% always at 5 o'clock in the morning, and there are folks getting ready for work or on their way to work or whatever, and they're watching it, and all of a sudden it don't show up, and they're going through all the channels trying to look, and they think, oh, something's happened, and I'm sorry. I apologize. We had some issues. It's probably my fault, but anyway, we had some issues. I got it all put back together this morning. At first I set it for 7:30. I thought I wasn't gonna make it at 7:30, so I had to reset it to 7:40. But it's out there now, so I hope it's you get time, you can go back, watch it later or whatever. Okay. What time was it in the UK? I couldn't see that. I know it's a lot of difference than it is here. I don't know if you're ahead or behind. Kate, so sorry about your loss, sweetie. Well, that's sweet. I'm the best way to start your day. That is so awesome. Buster, you hear that? Buster said, oh yeah, Pawpaw. 1408. Okay, is that 208? 1408. Try to think back military time real quick. All right, there's a honeybee checking me out. Says, are you the one messed with us? Yeah, I might be. There's a fly. I don't know why they want that phone. I'm sitting here. I've got Buster here. I got Seamus here. And Woody. You know how Woody is. Woody and Kippy, who knows? Yeah, Kippy's back. Lester brought Kippy back Monday afternoon. Little guy was happy to get back with his buddies. Being Lex is gone. As long as Lex is with him, he don't care where he's at. Good morning, Deborah. Okay, let's just check up on some of you folks, what's going on. I think our our friend Carrie, I think it's Carrie, had the liver transplant. I think she's still doing good. Thank you for the prayers for her. Uh, Dot's one of her patients is real bad shape, or I don't know, I haven't seen yet uh, had he passed or not, or uh, the situation there took a turn for the worse anyway, a day or so ago. Uh, Sometimes these comments go by, I can't catch all of it. I try to catch it as it goes. Uh, yeah, cuz having surgery this morning. Uh, I expect to hear something from him about 11 o'clock, or if not, I'll try to get a hold of him. Uh, okay, I think maybe that person has passed away, or is about to pass, and pray for a peaceful. Uh, Pray they're Christians, and that last breath here is the first breath there. So yeah, I think Cuz will be okay. Cuz wasn't too worried about it. You know, he has that heart issue, so that's a concern. Anytime you have that kind of stuff, they're more concerned. Any kind of surgeries, you know. But he seemed up for it. He's got a double hernia. Yeah, I don't think he'll mind me saying in his growing area on both sides, just lifting stuff over all of his life, you know. Cuz cutting logs for a living. Uh, Back in the day when they used chainsaws, big chainsaws too. I mean, big ones, heavy. And he toted those things all day long. He's not a big man. To tote with those big chainsaws all day long, up and down hills and stepping over stumps and logs and roots and stuff. You know, it takes a beating on your body. Your body takes a beating, and but they've given him problems. They're gonna fix them, and then I kind of made I said, "Cuz, that means they're gonna take your clothes off, bud. You're gonna be in that stupid little gown." And he said, "Yeah, I'll probably be open in the front." And I said, "Well, it'll probably be 11 o'clock before they stop laughing." Yeah, well, you're right. It'll be 11 o'clock before they stop laughing. You still gonna be in there. Uh, Anyway, I had a good time with him. He come by, brought me a big old bag of cayenne peppers out of his garden. He grows a lot of cayenne peppers, big old bag. And I'm gonna make some pepper sauce with it and make cook with a little bit of it. But I got enough probably for a couple of quart jars, maybe 3 of pepper sauce. You know, I love the pepper sauce. I'm more of a jalapeno man as far as the peppers. But the cayenne is good, like the sauce. I like the sauce on my beans and stuff. It's good, and it's easy to make. Uh, a lot of folks, they do all kinds of stuff with their pepper sauce. They cook it or heat it all. I don't do all this stuff. My grandma, they clean them good, and put them in that jar, sanitizer jar, pour that vinegar over, and put the lid on it. And it was a go, and it was always good. Ivermectin. Someone's talking about ivermectin. I'm hearing lots of stuff about ivermectin. In fact, my neighbor, and I'm not a doctor, and I'm not telling you what to do. Not responsible for what you do. He is a veteran, and supposedly they found like he had dizzy spots. He'd get dizzy sometimes, and so he goes to VA and they check and they find like a little tumor, tiny but little. And in the VA, we'll watch it. We're gonna watch it for a while. So he comes back and somebody tells him about taking this ivermectin. So he starts taking it. And when he went back at 6 months later for him to check it, it was gone. Now I'm not saying. He says that's what did it. And you hear stuff like that. Ralph at the feed store, But I thought there would be a difference for what people could take and what an animal takes. I get it for my animals, Ivermectin. It's a great wormer, you know, dewormer. Uh, Ralph says people come in there and buy it. He thinks for themselves. I don't know. I don't know. But if people take it, it don't hurt them. And if you can only help them, hey, hey. Uh, yeah, praise God on the cancer being gone. That's awesome. That's what my neighbor says. He says no other excuse. He says it's the only thing he did different, taking the ivermectin. I'm just wondering how you get it. Surely you don't use this stuff at the feed store. Does a doctor prescribe it? Can they prescribe it? Thank you. I look dapper this morning. Roddy, they say I'm looking dapper. That makes Roddy mad. Y'all making Roddy mad. Is Bill on here? Oh, Wild Bill on here? It may be clear skies in Georgia. He may be out in the field. I'm going to tell y'all what. I'm going to show you something real fast, if you don't mind. He sent me some pictures. Will did, of his cornfield. You know, he raises corn, and okay. I love seeing these pictures. Look at that. He says he's going to have a bumper crop. And I bet he does. How pretty that is. Yeah, he does an awesome job. And I said, well, Ronnie will see that, and he'll run up there to the co-op and try to buy a pot plant with one corn stalk in it, and he'll look what I got. Look at my cornfield, you know. And he'll start all this stuff because he gets so upset with Sweet Steve, because Steve has real pretty gardens, and Ronnie's got that one tomato plant. You know, it is what it is, Ronnie. All right, it is a beautiful cornfield, and he says it's going to be a bumper crop this year. I'm proud of that. But that's a lot of work. A lot of work goes to that. I know it ain't doing it by hand. I realize that. But still, a lot of equipment and machinery and a lot of time and effort and timing you know, on all that kind of stuff. You know, you don't just go out there and throw the seed in the ground and think it's going to do good. It ain't. You got to work it. You got to know what you're doing. Anyway, yeah, y'all talk about that ivermectin. I don't know who said who all was taking it and what all you taking it for. One of the ladies said her uncle, I think, was taking it and was cancer free. You can read about it, but like I said, I don't know how you would get it. Do you tell your doctor, I want to take it? You know, I don't know. It'd be something. Hey, who knows? You know, it might be might be a cure out there. You know, I don't know. It's not approved by FDA. Well, you know, yeah, who knows? You read so much about stuff, you know, big pharma and all that stuff. So who knows? You know what's good, what ain't. You know, you get kind of leery of different things. Well, you got to take this. You take like a metformin. I don't know exactly what metformin is supposed to do for me, but I'm supposed to take it. Oh, you got to take it. You got to take it. I don't know what it's supposed to do. Who knows? I guess somebody knows. My doctor. Yeah, that's what he said it. He said it. That's what insurance companies want you to take first. That's the first line of defense, I guess they call it. You know. Well, is it because it's good for me? Or is it because somebody's making some money? Yeah, that's what I'm wanting to know. Uh, I get negative sometimes. I don't want to be negative. Okay, let's just get away from the negative. I only get negative when I'm talking to Ronnie. It's usually, yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Somebody's paying for that FDA, maybe. And maybe, I don't know. Uh, okay, it controls my glucose levels. I hope it's controlling something. I'm trying to control it my best I can with what I eat. Now, listen, I'll tell you right now, before you get crazy on me. Uh, okay, I'm hoping it's working for me too. I go back in about 2 weeks. They'll check my blood, I guess, again, see how all of that's looking. Uh, Today, when Ben comes, Ben and I are going to take little Woody, a little Birdie, to the groomers. And then we're going to go on over to Archie's, a little grocery store there at Splendor. They got all kinds of stuff. And we've got us a shopping list. We're going to buy the stuff and come home and make a video, Ben and I, hopefully for tomorrow. Hopefully. If not, one day this week. He and I are going to make a stew. Now, G said, you put so much stuff in there, it ought to be called a soup. Well, you call it what you want to call it, G. Call it a soup, I call it a stew. Ben and I are going to do it together. And it's a little video I need to make. I hope you'll watch it. I think it'll be fun with Ben and I both cooking together. Ben's what do you call him? A connoisseur. yeah, I don't know what that means, but I think it's what he thinks he is. Okay, Peggy, her husband's on metformin was and insulin both. I'm not doing the insulin yet. Hopefully I don't. But anyway, this stew, I know it's going to have potatoes in it. People, oh, you can't eat potatoes. Well, I read about it. I read up on it. You can. They're not as bad in a stew with protein and stuff. It kind of pulls down the absorption or something, you know, whatever it said it's supposed to do. And it'll takes a lot of that bad stuff away from you because you got the protein and the fat and all that kind of stuff in your stew. I don't know. But, and then surely, you know, portions. Portions are always important. Yeah, portions. You gotta pace ourselves. I like sweet potatoes baked. I don't want to put them in my stew, I don't think. Might be okay, but we're going to do it. Ben and I want to do it together. And we're going to make a video of it and get it posted. I think it'll be fun. Cooking with Ben. Ben, usually when he comes over, he kind of takes over the kitchen when he's going to cook for himself. Someone's a type 1. I'm type 2. See, I don't really know the difference in a stew and in a soup. Seriously, you know, to me, I've just always been a stew. My mom would make the same stuff, you know, and we always called it a stew. And you can call it what you want. I don't care. I'll get probably some beef. I haven't used pork before. I cut it up in little cubes. And I brown it good with salt and pepper and some garlic, you know, and brown it good. Then we take and we start mixing our vegetables. We'll put little pieces of, you know, potatoes. We'll cut up some potatoes in it. We'll cut up some celery in it. We'll cut up some onion in it. We'll cut up some carrots in it. Sometimes I put a can of rotel in it, you know, just to spice it up. Spicy, you know, spicy. And some bell pepper, you know. And it cooks, and let it cook for a couple hours. It cooks down good and thick. And I put brown gravy mix in mine too. And I like that. It kind of adds to a little bit of zest to it. It's really good stuff. And then The longer it sets, the better it is. Tomorrow it would even be better. You have to, all of its juices kind of get together. Uh, it comes out pretty thick. It's not real runny. It's got liquid in it, but add the water stuff to it. But still, uh, Ronnie's telling me some stuff last night, like add a stick of butter to it. Well, I've never done that, but I might could. Uh, Something to think about. Anyway, okay, let's get on about the farm itself going on here. Okay, Ben finished the fencing yesterday. Okay, he like I say, we run out of screws. They would put the fence all up. We go come back. I go to town and buy some more screws. Uh, One day this week, I'll run to Cleveland and get them, and he'll finish that. Went down last night, and to be on my another video, went down the first night on the bees, and collected a few my sugar water stuff, and come home, and well, I got what was there, and I just put them in the box. Wasn't a big deal. It's nighttime, couldn't video it in the night. Anyway, so I put them in there. So I went back down yesterday evening late, right before dark, and there was a little handful had come back to that box again. The box was sitting there. So I took a garbage bag, and I did video a little bit of this best I could, and I put a garbage bag over it and put a band around it to keep it from blowing off, and I took it and just set them in the back of my mule and put a bunch of cord around so they wouldn't fall over. And we brought them up here, and I set the box right in front of the hive and pulled the garbage bag off, and they wasn't coming out or nothing. It wasn't no big deal. They laid the garbage bag on the ground in case someone got in the garbage bag and they worked their way out. I get it picked up today because I hate seeing stuff blowing around. But the bees were doing good. That will probably end having to go back and look for more bees because that box is not there. They're not going to go back down there. If they do, they'll fly around a little bit and come back. So all of them have been brought up here. We did not lose many bees. I was looking at all the comb, but it fell out of there and broke out of there. And there's very few dead bees. I was really surprised. But I do think, at least on that I took out and laid on the back of the mule overnight, waxworms attack that stuff so quickly. I'm a little old, and I'm hoping they didn't go in that box when it was opened up, that split open. Little old wax moths, they go in and they'll find at least a little corner somewhere not somebody sitting around. They'll lay up just a ton of little eggs. They're tiny, tiny, and they hatch almost immediately. Yeah, and they hatch out little tiny little worms, but they grow up and they go through this. They'll get that long, and they go through the comb, and they leave like a spider web behind them, and they destroy every cell. Babies or whatever, they kill babies. They mess up your honey. They just go all through your comb. And the only way sometimes you get rid of them is just to try to remove your bees and put them in a new box and leave all them old frames, if it's got them in it, and burn them. Just burn them. I've had to do it before. You're not gonna get rid of them suckers. And if it's just eggs, if it's not having done any damage, you can take those frames and put them in a freezer and freeze them for a few days, and that will kill them. Then if you put those frames back into a hive, the bees will take all the dead worms and the dead bees that you froze out. They'll clean it all back up. But it's a hard process, a slow process. We won't know until we open it up in a week or two how it's looking inside. We'll open it up and check it. If there's that kind of issue going on, because that box is opened up, anything could have went in there and laid eggs. We don't know. But if there's that kind of issue going on, then we'll try to somehow remove the bees and leave the frames there, and put the bees in a new box, and they start over with new frames. About all you can do. Hopefully they're not in there. Hopefully. But the bees themselves are looking good. They're going and coming like they should. They're bringing pollen in like they should. And I'm hoping that queen is good. I hope she didn't get hurt. She wasn't killed outright, I know, because she's not in all that stuff I took out of that box, all those frames that busted apart. She was not involved in it. I think she's probably on the wall. When that thing fell, she may have got to the wall real quick and stood on it, hooked on that wall with all them other bees. She was safer. Then when I dumped them in that box, she went in the box with them. So that's all we can do is hope for that. Today, besides us taking the little dogs to get their haircuts and Ben and I cooking, it's going to be a slow day, I think. The fence is done. I need to tackle that barn. I may move my truck out of the way. Let's move my work table inside. I don't know if we get much else done besides what we plan on doing this morning. It'll have to wait. But I need to get in that barn to work. There's so much stuff needs to be moved around so we can find stuff. I was afraid I was going to have trouble finding everything I needed to go get those bees. I knew where my suit was. I knew where the suit was and the gloves, but I had to look for a smoker. I had to look for frames and boxes, because it's all where we messed up. It's probably we took that stuff in, we emptied out the bee room first. So that stuff is kind of behind everything that come later. And I told Ben yesterday, I said, Ben, the more I look in there's probably some stuff we need to throw away still. Well, PawPaw, we already moved it twice. We may have to move it again, but yeah, on Ronnie. I think Ronnie's doing better than he was last night. I hadn't really got to talk to him a lot this morning. I think he's feeling a little bit better last night. I told him not to run out of medicine. If he's getting low on medicine, get back, get some medicine. Don't go into the weekend, without his medicine. I think some of the pain had went away, and some of the issues had let up a little bit. So you don't want to, let that stuff get ahead of you, a kidney infection or bladder or whatever it may be, Someone was asking me, yeah, Cheetos are bad. I think Ronnie's got, Dr. Gene here. Ronnie, his hat. It made me smarter wearing this hat, Ronnie. I told him, get off the Dr. Peppers and get off the Cheetos. Because I gained so much weight. You laid up in the bed with a Cheeto bag on both hands. Ronnie, get rid of the Cheetos. Get rid of the Dr. Pepper. Well, I love Dr. Pepper. I know you do, Ronnie. But at least cut back. He cut back to one bottle a day. Hopefully it's not one of them giant bottles. But and he's cut out his Cheetos. He's on pork skins. I think they're better for you than the Cheetos anyway. Or not as bad, say it that way. But he'll be okay. Old Roddy's gonna be okay. He'll bounce back. Yeah, we all hope he feels better quick. Someone asked me about the bees. I'm not no professional beekeeper. I've done it for 40, 50 years. And what I do is probably not what everybody else does. That's fine. I don't care what they do or how they do it. I was watching the other day, someone will ask a question about bees on Facebook or whatever. And there'll be 900 professionals. And every one of them got a different opinion about what their problem is or what they need to do to fix it. I only know what I know because my old boss, everyone I ever met said he was a master beekeeper, and I don't know what all that means, but he had hives everywhere, and he got me into it. Give me my first hive. I helped capture it too. He come to my shop and said, "You want some bees?" Because we talked about bees all the time. Yeah, I'd love to get some bees. There's a swarm down there by the transportation department. Come on. So as soon as I got off period, we took off down there, and sure enough, they was up on a limb. They'd been on a fence, and they went up on a little limb, wasn't very high. It was a huge swarm too. It looked like a basketball hanging on this limb. And he already went home and got a box. And he says, we'll pull that limb down, just cut it, or just shake it into that box. No suit on, nothing. But swarms normally is not going to sting you. They're looking for a home. They're not being really aggressive normally. Now I guess Africanized bees would kill you. But so he pulled it down over the box, and we shook it, and they, like jelly or something went in that box. Put the lid on it, and those that fell on the ground, they all started going in. He said, "She's in there, they're going in." And it got dark, me and him went back up there at night and picked it up and put it in his Bronco inside, and drove home and set them where I'd made a place for him. And after that, I just worked with him a lot. I'd go with him sometimes on Saturdays and checking his hives and helping him extract his honey, just different things. I had a lot of fun with him. Good guy. But that's what I learned, and our other professionals out there say, that ain't how you do it. Well, that's the way I do it. Yeah, I ain't gonna change. I'm 79, I ain't changing. I ain't gonna change. It works for me. Gatorade. Someone's drinking some Gatorade. I drink Gatorade every day. I like Gatorade. Right now, I'm drinking that Gatorade Zero. It's good. It's got a good flavor to it. It helps you if you're hot. You're sweating a lot. You get that electrolytes back into you. I'll be out here tired, really tired, and whatever I'm doing, and I'll drink one, and you'll feel better almost instantly. I think maybe it's psychological. I hardly ever drink a Coke or something like that. Very, very, very seldom. I drink coffee, milk, and water. I drink tea. I don't drink a lot of tea. I will make me a glass of tea sometimes at night with a snack, sitting there watching TV, peanuts or something like that, with tea, or one of my favorite treats. I get a little bowl, put a few crackers in it, some cheese, some olives, green olives, the kind with a little pimento in them, and a jalapeno pepper. Sit there and just eat. And I could get red wine. I told him, I always said I would retire one day. When I retire, people drive up, old cousin drives to work, PawPaw, he's out there drinking his wine. I'm going to have a little sip of wine out here somewhere with my olives, my crackers, cheese. Probably where it's at. I hear him now. He'll start cussing. I didn't come over to see that. You like the sweet pepper? Yeah, the sweet peppers are okay. Sweet peppers they're okay, depending on what you're eating. With a sandwich or something like that, I think they're fine. Steph does sweet peppers every year, and I get some and eat some of it, but they're not. I like the jalapenos, and I like the hot jalapenos. Now there are some so hot you can't eat them. I don't care too hot, Uh, yeah, I think a good jalapeno just kind of sets off almost anything you eat, beans or stews or a sandwich even, Uh, Yeah, I think I've known several people that drank a lot of soft drinks and eventually start having some issues with kidneys and stuff. You know, 'cause I think just all that sugar probably just loads up in there. You know, uh, you drink a pot of black coffee a day. I do too. I do too. Uh, I drink I drink coffee all morning. Very seldom I'll drink coffee at night. I will. The other night I had a cup of coffee. Just I come in and for some reason I just want a cup of coffee and I made me a cup of coffee. But my dad would drink coffee all day long, all the way up to bedtime, and never bothered his sleep or nothing. He just go right on to sleep. I drink coffee late. I won't sleep good. It'll be hard to go to sleep. You know, I'll toss and turn forever. But we worked at the sheriff's office where he was up day and night. You know, we drink coffee all day long and all night long. You know, it's constantly had a cup of coffee going because it's what keeps you going. But I don't drink it at night. Very seldom, unless it's cold weather. Cold weather, I can go out to my kitchen and make a pot of coffee, sit out there. You know, I've even go out there sometimes, build up a little fire in cold weather in my little cook stove, sit there and have a pot of coffee or a couple of cups. And I read something, you know, read a magazine or a book or something. Got several books out there I'd read a little bit out of. But it's just relaxation, you know. Uh, I think they claim, seeing someone says the diabetics drink a lot of water, I think that helps flush the sugar, I think. Uh, I think it's what's supposed to help in doing that stuff. Uh, my dad would get up at about 4 o'clock every morning. He went to bed with the chickens at night though. He went to bed early. You go down there 8:30 or so, he'd be already in bed, sleep. But my dad would get up about 4 o'clock in the morning, make a fresh pot of coffee, well, pot of coffee. He'd get his Bible and he'd sit there at the table, kitchen table, and he'd drink that whole pot of coffee and read his Bible. Then he'd make a second pot, and that's when he'd wake my mom up. Usually by that time it'd be about 6 o'clock or something. You know, he'd wake her up, and but he'd drink coffee all day long. Come in, we'd be out baling hay, hot, hot. We're all thirsty for a cold drink of water. My dad go in the house and go. We take a break. Let's take a break, guys. Come back 30 minutes or whatever. He'd go and make a pot of coffee. I don't want no hot coffee, and I'm out there baling hay. You know, no. Uh, Drinking coffee is like probably anything else. Someone said they tried it, they didn't like it, and never went back. You probably have to acquire a taste for it, you know. Uh, Probably a lot of things you eat or drink, if you don't, you acquire a taste for them if you decide you want to ever eat or drink it again, you know. Okay, what's going on with all of us? Try to catch up on you guys, huh? Uh, yeah, Jennifer, you're right about that. Uh, I know a lot of you guys still getting some bad storms up country. Uh, do I miss Chi? Well, yeah, you know. Uh, the biggest times, I ain't gonna say the biggest times. I guess I'm outside most all day. You know, I'm just a kind of outdoorsy guy. But in the afternoon when it gets hot and I'm tired, if I've been doing a lot, I'll go in and take a shower, put on a pair of old shorts, you know, and get me something to eat, and we'll sit there and watch. Uh, she watched, these series. We'll watch 2 or 3 episodes or something. I may even doze off my chair. So I missed that. You go in, she's not there. At bedtime, the house is quiet, everybody's gone, just me and the boys here, and Verdi, yeah, and Verdi. And so yeah, you miss her. Uh, and then you get up in the mornings. I get up by myself. I'm usually up a couple of hours before she gets up. But on up in the day is when you miss her the most, and then and at night because that's when I'm in the house and she's not there. And since we've been out here working every day out here, we have probably a couple of times a day we sit right here and drink a Gatorade or tea or whatever she's drinking, and I'll have something. And just sit here and chat about the house, what we're going to do with this, what we're going to do with that. Just so good visitation time out here. Just chatting around visiting with each other. But yeah, I missed that yesterday. She wasn't here to come out, hang out, uh, go in the house. She's not there, and she was so worried we're going to mess the house up before she comes back. Gee, me and the boys are not going to mess nothing up. You know, we're gonna come in and we eat. And if I use the dishes, I'll wash them and put them back up. Ben, on the other hand, he will clean his mess up, but he don't do it right away. I like to do it as I go. If I get a plate out for something, normally I use a paper plate. If I get a regular plate out or a dish or glass, whatever, when I'm through with it, I'll go back and wash it and put it away. Dishwasher right here. I don't need to wait till the dishwasher's filled up before I wash them. I got it right here. So I'll wash them, put them away. Ben will cook, and the dish or the pot, whatever you may sit there all day long. Just sit there. And that just drives G up the wall. But he'll eventually go in and clean it. He'll eventually, before he leaves, he'll go in and clean up his mess. I don't ever go lay on the bed if I'm during the day. I'll sit in my chair and doze off, but Ben will come in, take a shower, whatever, he's hot, take a shower, but he'll go lay on the bed. Well, that drives G up the wall too. He'll get up, he'll straighten the bed up, but he just the fact he's somebody there laying in the bed. What? Oh, but anyway. Sometimes these messages asking you got questions going by, guys, and they kind of go kind of quick. Do not need no more pickets. We good. We good on the fence. Ben stays at his mom's. Very seldom he spends the night. Sometimes he'll spend the night on the weekend or something. Most of the time, he goes back home. And he'll be back this morning about the time this live is over. And we're going to take these little dogs, drop them off at the groomers. And then we're going to run over and do our shopping. Then we're going to come back. I'll feed up. I get back, let everybody out. And then we will do a cooking video. Okay, Tammy's got some issues. Somebody's praying for Tammy. I don't know what I didn't get to see what it said. Everybody keep Tammy in your prayers. God knows the issues. I will tell Ben hello. Our house is still, as far as I know, on schedule. He said they could vary a day or two because of the weather, but they have us set up for July the 1st. And according to this fella, this builder, it's a regular crew that comes, and they can do almost everything, he said, within a week. If weather holds, they'll come and they'll work. The first day, supposedly, the first day, they have the foundation and the floor completely done. That's all the blocks and pads and seals, joists, and the subfloor all on there and down and secured. And then the next day they start the walls. And he says it takes about a week. So we're hoping the weather will be good for them, that we don't get no rain or, slows them down when they get started, and get it completely dried in before we get any bad weather. Buddy will be on vacation. They're leaving on the 29th or something like that on vacation. He's going to help Kim do the plumbing, and he won't be back until I think the 13th. Well, if on schedule is on schedule, that's fine because she's chomping at the bits, but that's fine. Uh, if they get through within a week, that'll give me a week to try to get the wiring done. Hopefully I can get it done in a week, just me and Larry. Uh, and then when Buddy, and that'll put it right, when Buddy gets back, he'll be ready to start the plumbing. And I don't know how long it'll take him. Then we're at a point we got to make some decisions. I know the insulation, I want to have it sprayed in. I want to. Something could come up with, but we don't. But that's our plan. But several different people have done it. Say do not spray the insulation on top of your wiring, because in case you wire, it'll cause the wire to build up heat sometimes. Okay, I don't know. So if that's the case, and we got our wires running through the walls at say a foot off the floor, I'm just throwing that out there, then they could spray, and then our plumbing could either come under the floor or lower in the walls too. Then they'd bring the spray down to so far above the wire, so there'd have space there. It wouldn't be on top of the wire. And then we could put the regular fiberglass insulation in that space ourselves. So it's just something we're thinking about. I don't think it's going to have any wiring in the ceiling. And people, oh, what about that? Kim has a solution to all that. She says if we put lights in the ceilings, or like a swag, what do you call them, swag lights, whatever, chain, comes down, plugs in the wall. So make it the ceilings be, without a bunch of stuff at the top. We can always add stuff we want to. All the wiring would be running at one level, and that'd make it a lot easier for everybody. Except for switches and stuff like that, We got to figure it out. We'll work it all out. Buddy wants to do the plumbing, most of the plumbing, if he can, underneath, because it's going to be 4 foot off the ground. It's going to be easy underneath. Then once you get it all run, insulate it good. If you ever had a leak, it's going to be underneath the house. Ain't going to hurt nothing. Get under there and fix it. But except where it comes up into whatever, your sinks and stuff like that. But we got plans. We talk about sheetrocking the bedrooms and the outside walls. That helps. It helps also insulate, whatever you want to call it, but sound barrier, insulation, whatever, on the outside walls and all the bedrooms and the bedroom ceilings and stuff. Bedroom ceilings will have, and the washroom, the bathroom, all that will have regular ceiling joists where you have ceilings, 8-foot ceilings. The main part of that big room, I call it, the great room, I call it, is going to be a roof like so. But it's going to have collar ties on it coming across from rafter to rafter. Now, I don't know how that's going to work yet. We ain't figured that out. We will. But I want to, for sure, on that one inside wall, not so much the outside wall don't matter, but we could do it too. I want to do something woodsy on that inside wall. Separating the bedrooms and the bathroom stuff from the big room. Some type of wood or something, It's got to be smooth. She says, I don't want no rough wood. Got to be smooth. But we'll get it figured out as we go. Take a step at a time on it. It's going to work out good. On my little back porch, we will eventually, not right away, they'll have steps off the back porch. But on the one end of the back porch, we'll build a ramp. We'll do a ramp. So if we want to bring stuff, furniture or whatever, up a ramp, it'll be easy, or groceries or whatever, But I told G, I said, hey, we put the groceries in my bucket. I drive up there to the porch and just dump them over the rails. No, can't do that. I can see her now if I did that. Oh, Lord. But it's gonna work. It's gonna be a nice little cabin, guys. It's gonna be my cabin, and we're gonna like it. We'll like it. Uh, uh, I'm trying to see. I'm trying to watch these names. Is everybody here this morning? If you're new, and I want to tell you real quick, if you're new here to this channel, you're not going to ever meet better people than what you're seeing on these that you meet right here. And so many of these guys here have made friends off this channel because of being on here. So if you're new, speak up. Tell us. Hey, I'm new here. Whatever my name is, these guys will welcome you with open arms, and you'll be making friends. If you got comments you want to make, go with it. You need a prayer, these guys will do it. So if you're new, someone named Kay, good Kay and Mary. All right, we got two right there, guys. Kay and Mary. Mary and Kay, you're welcome with us. So if there's anyone else out there, you got to let us know, okay? If you don't say nothing, we're not going to know you're there. So you let us know, and you got comments, you go ahead and make comments. You want to get in on a chat with somebody, all kind of stuff here. You may not learn anything from me, but you'll learn something from these folks. But and also, you can learn everything here, from gardens to being a doctor. I was going to talk about being doctors today. That was on my mind. I thought it'd be a lot of fun. And maybe we'd do it one morning. We have some more time. We're about to run out of time now. Growing up, and y'all be thinking about this. You guys, your parents had these old home remedies that we all had to use. That was the first line of defense. You didn't go to a doctor till everything failed. Yeah. So, all right, Matthew. Good morning, Matthew. Yeah, all right. There's another one there. Linda says she's been with me since day one. Well, thank you, sweetheart. I'm glad you are. I'm glad you're with me. And all right, Courtney. You've got a new name, Courtney, maybe. Okay, Amanda. Oh, Amanda's been here. Well, it don't matter if you're here today, first day, or you've been here all along. I welcome you and thank you for being here, okay? We have a lot of fun. But I was talking about all about home remedies. Rody and I talk about them sometimes just when we chat on the phone. My dad had some. It was either going to heal you or kill you, one or the other. But he was our first line doctor. And you guys I know have some of the same stories. And someone says they don't talk much. Well, you can talk here, sweetie. You can talk here. Joe, hi. All right. Another one been with me since day one. Has anyone seen Vera? I keep looking for Vera. Vera's always Vera here, but I don't see her. I hadn't seen her yet. Someone was calling her honey buns the other day. I don't know where that come from. I said, Roddy, did you start that? No, not me. Roddy. Roddy's always innocent. But yeah, we're gonna get on here one morning. We're gonna talk about some old time stuff, old time medical practices that our parents and grandparents did. There you go. Yeah, some of them I'm gonna tell you, some of them old home remedies work. They sure did. So you be thinking about them. If we get on here one morning, we'll all talk about that for a little bit, okay? And some of you guys worried about me this morning. I'm sorry. It was an issue. It was probably my fault not putting in the right date and everything, and didn't realize it till I got a message say, "Hey, where are you at?" Where you at? Lord, what'd I do? But when you're single like I was last night, things just kind of get out of hand. Your hair, you done let your hair down. You know, you got it going. You know what I'm saying? So there we are. But anyway, we'll get back on track. I love you guys, every one of you. Uh, if you're new, thank you for being here this morning. I hope you enjoyed it. Uh, Someone said it's Vera honeymooning. Is Vera done something we don't know about? Has she done something we don't know about? We should have been told whatever's going on. We should have been told. Uh, all right, guys. Vienna. Did someone say happy birthday, Vienna? Is it your birthday, Vienna? It is. Okay, hang on real quick. It's going to take a minute. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Vienna. Happy birthday to you. And I always warn you, don't bite yourself when I'm singing. I love you guys. Y'all take care. See you tomorrow on time, I hope.